I saw my boy this weekend, man. NASCAR was getting it in again. And I actually put money down this time because I know we talked about how...
I told you it was going to happen if you did that.
No, I won, though.
Oh, you didn't bet on Harvick?
I did bet on Harvick.
Is it a golf thing?
I took the top 10 finish, though. I didn't go for the top 3 finish or to win it all. I just put money down on the top 10 finish, and I did the head-to-head, him versus... It might have been Kozlowski or someone else. But I took the head-to-head.
Why'd you pick that head-to-head?
Because I just felt like he was going to win. He had the faster car, and he was still in contention to win. So with the top 10 and the head-to-head, if he were to win the race, it was only going to make it where I was going to win those two anyways, which I thought he was going to do. But if something were to happen, like which did happen on the last lap, I was still going to be covered, which I was. So the mojo did work. So shout out to that, man. I was a little, I wasn't even, I will say I was a little nervous, I'm not going to lie, because what was going on was this. I thought the jinx was in, right? So because it was the Quaker State 400, it was in Kentucky. Doing the race, Harvick's car was running so bad the whole race, like 80% of the race, it was bad. Like he was in the back 15, 20, and we couldn't figure out what was going on. He was just like, man, his car was loose. So going down the straightaways, he was fine. But in the turns, in particular turn 3 and 4, he was losing so much speed that 2 and 3 cars would pass him every time they was turning.
Wow.
And then they tried to make an adjustment to fix it. It made it worse.
Really?
So I'm sitting here the whole race like, oh my God, like this is terrible, man. Like my guy's car is just tripping out. Like, of course, the one time I put the money down, like this is how it goes. And then they end up getting it. They fixed it the best they could. So now we're coming down to the last 10, 15 laps in the race. He's sitting at about, I think, it was like 7 to 10 range, right? And Jimmy Johnson, he's flying. Whole race, he's getting off. This
is what, one of his first races, right?
Yeah. So he had just came back after missing the race for COVID because he had tested positive the week prior, so he couldn't race. So he just gets back. He's doing good. He looks nice. Brad Keselowski ends up wrecking him. He taps his bumper. He wrecks him. So in turn, that helps my guy get to the front. And now the Kentucky track, once you're in the front in that clean air, it's very hard to pass people up there. So now because of that crash, my guy makes the smooth pass up. Now he's in the lead. We're good. Cars having to pit. So we're just going to town. And he ends up, he's winning the last 2 or 3 laps. Another caution comes out. And now I'm thinking that we're going to have like last time where it was overtime, right? Where you go green, white, checker because of just the caution laps. But they ended up coming out of the caution right before and it hurt. So what ended up happening is they start the last 2 laps, right? My guy's doing his thing. I'm like, all right, he might steal this win. You know what I mean? His car was trashed this race, but you know what? He might get a cheapie, backdoor it. It got so crazy on the last lap though, man. He ends up getting tapped by, I forgot who. Let me see who tapped. It might have been Matthew. It's like it's like De Benedito. That's what he said.
There you go.
So he ends up tapping him. His wheel is smoking. I'm like, oh my God, he's about to wipe out the last like curve and a half. It's going to be over. Like I'm losing this money. Benedetto, he ends up going like off on the grass, comes back on. But during this time, man, they got a rookie Cole Custer, man.
I saw he won.
He comes out in the midst of my guy getting hit, swerving, smoke going everywhere. He goes around all of us, ends up taking him. My guy still takes 4th. I wasn't tripping though, because not only did Cole win as a rookie, but he's a part of the money team, Stewart Haas Racing, which is a part of Kevin Harvick's squad. So I wasn't tripping. I was like, you know what? Take that win, young rookie, man. I was over here liking and retweeting and stuff. And my guy took 4th. So I still won both of my bets, won the parlay. So added up. And it was just a great time, man. And from a point standpoint, he still was cooking because I remember when I was telling you about the guys that were trying to compete with him, they haven't been able to sustain those top 5 or winning race performances like how Harvick's been doing. So I was hyped, even though this would have been dope for my man Harvick to get that dub, though.
Well, it sounds like it because just how bad his car was, how you explained.
It was bad, bro.
If you're telling me 2 or 3 cars are passing him every turn, how was he able to be in 7th at that one point? Like, how many racers were in this one?
Oh, so it's the full field, the full 40. But remember 40s. When I tell you this is...
So was he in like the 30s and 40s most of the race?
No, so he was in the 20 to 25 spot the majority of the time when I was watching him. But remember when I tell you, in terms of the pitting, So when guys are pitting, that helps you get a chance to move up. So even if your car is racing bad, but you have fresh tires, these guys have to go pit. You have a chance to, continue to get ahead and move up. So it ended up happening fluky like that. So when Jimmy crashed, it was
his timing was just really
it was
good.
just the timing of guys pitting, him being able to move up. Crash happens. Now he's there for the restart, and now he's good. So that's how all that transpired like that. And then because it was at the end of the race, like if it would have been another 10 laps, totally different conversation. But when you're talking about just 2 laps, he's like, man, I just got to make it around this joint twice and I could win it. Like, it was nuts like that. Like, watching it, I'm just like, bro, how is he in position to win this race right now? How is he leading this lap going into the final lap? Like, this makes zero sense the way he's been running today. But it worked out, man.
Yeah, it sounds like one of those games. Patriots, they're playing like crap for 3 quarters. Somehow they're still in the game. Yeah. And then they just blow them out in the 4th.
But you should be happy though, right? Because this is like the clutch moment. You know what I mean?
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Don't worry about the other 200 laps. Just good. What you do in the last 2 laps, right?
That's what I mean. I'm loving this story because it sounds like it was a gritty performance. It would have been a gritty win if he was able to pull it out. I would have really appreciated that. Like if you could, because there's one thing to say, I had the best car, I had the best conditions, I'm racing my best on my best day, and I win. But to pull out a win, pull out a top 5 finish when everything's not going your way, that's impressive.
But that's what they call him the closer, man. And like I said, he might not have won the race, but he won me money, so he won in my book. Shout out to him. Shout out to Harvick. I should have worn my Harvick hat in here, but I only wear it when he you know what I'm saying, when he win. When you get that one spot. Yeah.
Well,
but I was hyped for him though.
Are you thinking about getting any more gear?
I am, but I wonder would that jinx it though. Because right now I have like a traditional like lucky hat that I wear and he performs
next season.
You see what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking right now.
Like this is this season's hat.
Yeah.
Maybe each season get a new piece of gear.
That might be it, man. I saw they got these like pit crew jacket things. So dope, bro. So dope. I'm thinking about copping one.
It's summer right now, so yeah, maybe just wait till the end of this season. Although you said it's gonna be November, right?
Wow, yeah, absolutely. They got the All-Star race coming up Wednesday, man.
Man, maybe you have a second half piece of gear that you buy.
I'm gonna look into it. I'll look into it.
I don't think it's gonna be a jinx, dude.
I hope not. My guy's doing his thing, man.
I don't really buy into that stuff.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't, dude. I'm telling you.
Who doesn't buy into the jinx, man? The jinx is real. That's like, oh man, we're winning, man. This game is over with. When it's like 2 minutes left and you're up by 6, the game's done. And then you jinx and you end up losing by 2.